Hello everyone! For all those people watching this video for the first time, this is Hemant Kumar who is currently situated in Berlin, Germany. So today it's a very good day, like it's been snowing from past 2 days and today the temperature is around minus 5 degrees Celsius, so you should be completely packed. Although I'm not right now because I'm used to the cold. So today's video is something which plays a more important role. That's basically regarding the visa extension process. So please do watch the video until the end, wherein I'll be briefing you my personal experience because I have my visa interview right now. I'll be heading towards the Ausländer Behörde at Keplerstrasse. So today in this video I'll be briefing you the entire process, right from the process of booking till you complete your appointment at the Ausländer Behörde. So I'll be briefing to you all about all the tasks. That's basically how do you book an appointment, and then how do you fill a form, what are the documents you require, and some major pointers that you should remember so that there's no problem. Hope this video helps you all and doesn't create a chaos when you are in the situation when you're trying to extend your visa. So guys, stay tuned. I'll be heading towards the bus stop to grab my bus towards the Keplerstrasse. So see you soon, see you around. Thank you. So yeah, I'm at the bus stop. The bus is something in 5 minutes, which is 15 stops later. Not a problem, I have a direct bus. People who are unaware still about what are the access, how to access the public transports, I would suggest you, the link is in the description. Please have a look at the video which I have posted earlier. That's basically on how to access public transports in Germany. It's basically restricted to Berlin, but then yeah, the public transport's accessibility remains same all over Germany in whatever city you may be or whatever state you may be. So hope you like the video further. And yeah, here's the bus. So I have finally arrived at the Keplerstrasse, walking towards the Ausländer Behörde. It's actually snowing over here. It's quite pleasant. The offices are also very big, so let me show you around. See? I actually like the design, like it's completely same. If you can look over here as well, the exteriors of the buildings are one and the same. If you can see the snowflakes, I don't know whether you can see. Yeah. So I'll be entering the office, so stay tuned. I'll update you. So finally I'm out of the office and it's done. It hardly took me around 30 minutes to complete the procedure. So as you can see over here behind me, this is the Auslander Behörde. That's the exit actually. Furthermore, the process in detail I'll discuss with you once I go back to my home. We can have a better descriptive talk. See you at home. Hello everyone. So I'm done with my visa extension. It was quite swift process. To give you a few hints, that's basically a few people might be confused like why visa extension. Basically, when you come down to Germany from India or any country which offers you a short-term visa, that's basically for 3 months or 6 months, and rarely in some cases a year or so. That's basically just an entry visa you get to enter Germany. So then what do you do is you come down, you city register yourself, and then you get in touch with your university to sort out all your documentations or formalities with respect to your enrollment also. And if not in case of studies, if in case of jobs, then you need to get in touch with your office and get in touch with them and clear out all your formalities, and then you extend your visa with respect to your study contracts or with your work contracts. That basically depends on the type of nature you are here for Berlin, the reason why you're here for Berlin. So these are the things. I would suggest you book your appointments from the day you arrive. Try looking at it, have a look. But then once you're done with your anmeldung, your bank accounts, your health insurance activation, only then I suggest you book a firm date. Until then, just keep on looking for one. That's basically you never find a appointment date so easily here in Berlin at least. To give you a quick disclaimer, this video will be my personal experience in Berlin, Germany, wherein the documentations will be discussed, the filled up form, like how to fill up the form will be discussed, how to take an appointment will be discussed, and my overall experience. Please make note, the documents might remain same in different cities as well, but I still suggest you go to their website and check what are the latest news, what are the latest revisions in the documents, and what are the latest procedures, because the infrastructure doesn't work the same in all cities in Germany. So this video will be strictly restricted to Berlin, and hope this gives you a quick idea about what happens and how it happens. So telling about the foreign office, that's basically the Ausländer Behörde. Here there are two Ausländer Behördes in Berlin. One is at the Keplerstrasse, and the second one is at the Wedding, the place where I stay, at the Friedrich Krause Ufer. So basically these two work for different reasons. First one, the Keplerstrasse, is basically for study preparation or student visa extension, the job seeker visa. If you are graduated from a German university, for your language learning visa or blue card, or even if you have a short-term visit visa for your study purpose, might be you are a professor, or might be you have some internships from international country. So that's the situation when you go to the Keplerstrasse for your extension, or even for your short-term visa if you do not have one initially when you come down. In my case, as I'm a student over here, I had been to Keplerstrasse because basically I was here for extension of my study permit. The second one, that's basically at the Wedding, Friedrich Krause Ufer. This is basically for freelancers who are here for their freelancing works, or even somebody who is working over here in Germany with foreign academic qualifications. So these are the two different things you need to think. But don't worry, whenever you go to like Ausländer Behörde, you have quite a lot of options. So wherein you can select your reason for extension. It automatically takes you to the location which you need to select. So don't worry about that. I'll give you a quick brief on how do you book an appointment. However, the link for booking an appointment is below in the description. It's quite swift. This is basically for Berlin. But then if you are still if you cannot access that, if you are from a different city, then you can do one thing. You can just go to Google and you can just type Ausländer Behörde and the city name. So it directly gives you the link, or you can write Ausländer Behörde appointments or book an appointment, it gives you, or it directly shows you the link. Directly click on it and you can book an appointment. With respect to Berlin, come, let's have a look. How do you book appointment here in Berlin online? So now we will look into how to fill up a form that's basically booking up an appointment. If you are from different city, you can, like as I've told you, you can browse it like stating Ausländerbehörde Berlin. If you're in Berlin, it gives you directly the address, and it also gives you domain, means like you need to book an appointment. If, for just in case you are from different city, for example I say Frankfurt, yeah, this gives the website link wherein you can book the appointment for Frankfurt. So likewise it goes for every city in Germany. So you can write your city name, or you can also select online appointment as well, which gives you more precise link to your website for your booking. For Berlin, I have already mentioned the link in the description, so you can directly go there. Okay, it directly redirects you to the page of booking. So scroll down, click for make an appointment. Okay, this is a quick disclaimer for people who are very weak in their German. So I would suggest you first convert it to English. There is an option for conversion in English. Please make a note, if you are very perfect with your German language, only then move ahead with German version of the website. Else click on the English, convert it to English section, and it's more readable and understandable, because you do not end up in selecting false options and entering false data. Then once you're done, then click over here. You can book an appointment if you're a fresh booking appointment. Then you need to enter your nationality. In my case it was Indian. Then also you need to write, do you live here with a family member who is a national of these countries. In my case it's no. Mention yes if it's in your case, if you're living with a partner. Next comes the request. This is basically the purpose why you're applying. So this gives you different options like blue card, settlement permit for children, and all those freelancing and all the options. For student extension, I say you should select this option, that is residence permit for students from states outside EU and the EEE as well as Switzerland. Section 16B para A. Select this. Once you select that, the entire further data is auto-filled, so you need not look into that. Directly click the box with the consent, and then you can go to the next. Here basically you need to fill in your personal details. I'll randomly fill in your actual details. This is just for making you understand. Number of applicants should be one person if you are a single. If you are two, then you need to mention two. Mention your email ID correctly over here, and then you can write the status. If you are going for renewal of visa permit, then say yes. If you are going for extension, then say no. Then click next. It goes to the third one. Okay, so this is the main page which I wanted to take you through. So here it shows February month. As the boxes are gray, you can see there are no appointments available. If there were any appointments available, then the boxes would be in white and the numbers would be in blue as it's shown over here. So let's check the next month. March, they are not available. April also they are not available. So just to give you a quick update, or what do you say, a quick news, that is, even though the boxes are gray, it doesn't mean that the appointments are not available. It's just that the Ausländerbehörde has not released or opened up the appointment dates. So stay calm, it's nothing like you have not got an appointment, but the thing is you need to keep on checking the website. Do this exercise until the step 3, until this page, every day, or I can say every moment if you want to keep on checking, because the dates are opened randomly at any time and they close very soon. In my case, I suggest you, as far as my experience and a few of my friends whom I had told to look for an appointment from morning 5 a.m. to around 8 to 9 a.m. Within this time you get an appointment, because usually the appointments get opened at this time. So moving ahead, if you get a blue tick over here, select it and then directly go below, say next. Here it says choose an appointment because you have not got. So what happens after this is, once you press next, you get you get redirected towards the page number 4, that is date reservation. Therein you get the time slots, different time slots available on that particular day. You select as per your convenience. Once you select that, it asks you for your email ID and your mobile phone number verification. Once you enter those, then you click on finish. Automatically a PDF gets downloaded on your browser with your appointment details, appointment number and other details which will be discussed further in the video, and also a copy of it will be dropped down to your email ID which you have entered there. So that's why remember to put in your credentials of email and phone number very precisely and accurately. So this is all about how to book an appointment. Furthermore, discussions are ahead. So as you've seen how to book an appointment, you get a PDF downloaded automatically or you get it in an email, and then parallelly you can just have a look at the content on it. It gives you the clear appointment number, it gives you a clear location, the accessibilities, both the U-Bahn, the S-Bahn and even the buses. So that's the main thing which is very sorted in kind of medium of travel. And if you go on the second or third page, you can also see the documents required. It is always sometimes revised, so please make a note to go through the entire PDF which is in your mail, or like if you are downloaded the same thing. Eventually after this, after booking an appointment, what do you need to do? First thing, you need to collect your documents. There are a few of documents which I would like to suggest. This is first one is your passport with your visa. If you already have a visa, passport with visa. If you do not have a visa, if you have a option like visa on arrival, then you'd have to take your original passport. That's first thing. Second one, you need to take your health insurance confirmation. Basically, I would suggest you, whenever you book an appointment at Ausländer Behörde at any city, go to your visa or go to your health insurance office, tell them that you have a appointment for your residence permit, that's basically visa extension, the next day or within 2 days, and ask them you want a visa the health insurance certificate. They give you a particular document. There's a particular document, please make a note, there's a particular document which you need to submit to the Ausländer Behörde, which is then referred to your confirmation of health insurance activation here in Berlin. So I suggest you go to the insurance office or drop them a quick email or call the customer service executive and ask them. Usually they do not mail you the document because of the privacy issues here in Germany. So I suggest you directly go to the office, just in case. As of now, due to the corona, the office is not functioning, but post corona, once the things are back to normal, this is the normal way. You directly go to their office and ask them for a document, a piece of paper, which is a particular piece of paper which you need to show. After this, you need to show them your enrollment certificate. That's basically you get it from your college. In my case, I already had one enrollment certificate, but if you do not have an enrollment certificate, I suggest you ask your university to provide one, so that it confirms that you have a particular reason why you have been staying in Germany. That's basically for your studies, and your university takes up your guarantee that you're studying here in Germany. Apart from this, I would, as if you have seen the previous videos, you might have noticed that I had told you to get a biometric photos, which you had already given for the visas at your home country if you have applied for a visa earlier. Else, the visa photographs, that's the biometric photographs that are required over here, are the same. So that the dimensions are basically 25 mm by 35 mm. Still, I'll be putting the link for the specification in the description so that you can have a look. People coming from India, I would suggest you please get minimum of 20 to 30 copies of the biometric photos from India, so that it's quite swift, quite easy for you to manage over here, because the photos over here cost you around 6 euros or 10 euros at a photo kiosk. So that's very costly, so better get it from your home country. That's very cheap. Apart from this, you would require one major document, that's your city registration, Anmeldung, which you do at the Bürgeramt here. If you have not seen the video like how to get your Anmeldung done, the city registration, I would suggest you go back to the videos and look at the process of Anmeldung and get your Anmeldung done. That's the main document which is required to prove that you have a permanent residence over here in Germany. So after that, you require the Anmeldung plus your house contract, your Geberberung Beschäftigung. These three documents are very important in terms of proving your residence. The next document is your blocked account. Basically, you need to show the life, what do you say, the sustenance of yourself over here in Germany. That's basically through a blocked account which you have blocked prior coming down before to Germany, or once you have like I said, if you have an option of visa on arrival, then you need to open a blocked account with any of, what do you say, the options. That's Deutsche Bank or Coracle, Expatrio, Fintiba. You have a lot many options. So ask them for a blocking confirmation, which is roughly around more than 10,000 euros you need to show. So that's one document you need to provide to the Ausländerbehörde to show that yeah, I can sustain. In addition, if you are doing a part-time job, then I would suggest you can show them a contract of your part-time job wherein you have an assured income per month on your working experience, or like what any kind of a job you take up. That's one basically an extra document. If you have, you can produce it. If you do not have, you do not produce it. Apart from this, the other thing is the what do you say, the visa extension form which pops up. If you see the PDF which I have told you in your email ID, and that has a link for your visa extension form as well. The form is called as Antrag auf Erteilung eines Aufenthaltstitels. It's basically a visa extension form, the Antrag form which you fill prior the manually filled form. That's the same over here, but there are a few changes, ups and downs. However, the link for the form is again in the description to make your work easy. So don't worry. So you can just go into the description and download the form. Also, people, I know you have so many confusions with German language, because that's the main, what do you say, problem of understanding how do you fill out a form. So I have also put in a link that has a completely filled in form for your reference, so that you can just likewise tally your information and fill it out. So that becomes very quick and very easy for you to fill out a form. Just make a note that you have quick what do you say, insights on particular information to be very precise, because once your document is in the Ausländerbehörde, it's final. So you cannot change it again later on once your visa is arrived. So basically, study visas, they provide you for either 1 year, 2 years, or in some cases 3 years. In my case, I got it for 2 years. So it's completely independent of like what's your background or something like that. I don't know how this works out, but yeah, this is not like a fixed amount of years you get a visa. It depends on them. I don't know how does that function out. So this is all about the documents. Then coming to the point of payment. Initially, earlier when like I think 3 to 4 years back, or even 2 years back, they had a fees of 50 euros we need to pay for extension of visa. But now the latest news is we need to pay 100 euros, which I have paid. Don't worry, it's we can pay it by two means, either by cash or by card. It's a kiosk wherein you need to go and pay the amount. Once you are paid, you get a receipt of your payment automatically, so need not worry about that. So these are the things you need to take care about in case of documentations. And then apparently you directly hop in for your visa interview. As long as my experience goes, I happened to move out. I had an appointment at 1 p.m. Berlin time, but then I happened to move in to the office around 12:20, 12:30. Be at the office half an hour earlier, because Ausländerbehörde has a fixed amount of appointments wherein they can let you in earlier, or they can let you in on time or later. So I suggest be early to the appointment. So once they took me in, I again had to go to the second floor, and it's just the same way as in Anmeldung. You have a waiting room over there. You need to wait, and the appointment number on your appointment PDF you need displayed on the screen over there. Once you're in the waiting room, once your number is displayed, it shows you the room number. It's basically on the second floor or the third floor. It also shows you which room is at which floor. So basically, look at that, immediately rush to the room. There are a few people sitting over there who are checking your documents. You need to go to them, submit them your documents. They cross verify your documents, they scan it, and then they give you a small card. That's basically what do you say, it's like a barcode or identity which is linked to your application form. So you need to go to the kiosk with that card put in the card in the kiosk. Like it's just like a ATM machine. You need to put in the card in the kiosk, and it asks you for a payment. It's by default 100 euros. So it asks you for two options. That's basically a cash or card. If it's cash, put in your cash, like as you put in the deposit machine in ATM kiosks. And if it's card, like you know how to do the payment. It gives you a receipt. Go back to the room, and then she verifies your receipt. She or he, whoever is on the counter, they verify your receipt. And they currently, during in the corona situation, the printing of cards has been delayed, so that's why they have asked us consent to sign a consent. That's basically to deliver the cards printed with a visa permit by post. So that's some consent form we need to sign it, just because of corona. But apart from this, swiftly you did not sign it, you directly get a visa immediately there and then. They also give an acknowledgement letter which states that your visa has been officially extended, so that this becomes a clean sheet for you to work anywhere in Germany, which you can provide it to your employer, or any part-time jobs or something like that. Ultimately it took me around 20 minutes or so to complete the entire process, and I was completely out. So this is a quick process, and it's very swift process, so you don't worry more about what will happen or what's going on or something like that. So this is all about my very own experience, and hope you guys have like benefited with my own experience. Hope you are clear with the documentations. Hope you have already clicked on the link and checked with the filled in form to fill up your form. And I suggest you book your appointment immediately. Start looking for an appointment after your Anmeldung. Yeah, I actually forgot. There are two ways of getting an appointment. First one is the online one, which is bit strict like nowadays. Second one is, once you have less amount of days left, that your expiry of visa is very near, you can directly hop into the Ausländer Behörde and ask them that, or wait there. That's basically you need to go and wait there early in the morning. That's actually not early in the morning, it's midnight. That's around 12:30. You need to go there and wait there the entire night long, and then you need to like scribble your name on the leaflet that's kept over there, and eventually the security person takes it and he gives you a token, and it's a complete different process. That's just directly going into, because this is the alternative when you do not get an appointment online. But as due to the COVID situations, this has been totally boycotted, so there's no such thing that you can get directly on arrival. So that's why I suggest you go and start looking out for your appointment of visa extension, because visa extension is the biggest problem for getting an appointment. But once you're done, you are like on top of the world. So this is all about my experience. Hope you guys have known a lot about the visa extension from my side. Still, if you have any doubts, you can please feel free to drop in the comments. And like, if you have any doubts or any kind of topics which you want me to discuss furthermore ahead, you can please write down me in the comment box, stating your problem or stating your queries, which I'll try to solve from my end. So this is all from my end. So thank you very much. Have a good day. Be safe, stay safe, and stay healthy.